iPad's just going to have to keep up. Let's have a look. So, sorry, a little bit of a phone call going on, and so a few minutes late to the party, but we're here now. So the iPad says that I'm not online, but yet it's online. So I can't see any comments. Tech, do you have any solutions?
You're on.
Oh, I'm on now. So I can watch anybody who's oh, do you know, this is terrible because iPad straight into it, and oh, it's come up. Jeanette's in Cambodia, and I'm looking at her post, and I'm thinking, ooh, and all the rest of it. So, and then all the messages pop in. You know, the ones that the notifications they all drop in, and then you have to read them. You don't mean to read them, but you do read them. There we go. Right, I'm on the page. So if you're there, I'm here. Hi, Pen. Hi, Sarah. We're all here. So tell me, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Have you been up to what good? Not to anything grubby. We've been business planning today. Sounds very, very corporate, doesn't it? Very corporate. Basically, it means, are you putting kettle on? Will you put kettle on? I'll put kettle on. Will you put? Go on, I'll put kettle on then. Tea or coffee? I'll have a stinky tea. Do you take milk? No, not in that. And then we have a little natter, and then we come out with a plan. So we've been plotting and planning. So right, so there's only 2 of you that have fessed up, and we've got 6 of you watching, which I'm not expecting a lot because I never told you I was coming. It was like, just turn up. But I do need to know what you've been doing. Give me something to work with, and I'll tell you what I'm up to. We'll tell them. Sue, am I permitted to flash your toadstools? That could nearly be rude, couldn't it, in another industry?
Yeah, you can, if I can find them.
Oh, I'm looking. So tomorrow I'm on Highlight Crafts tomorrow. Please tune in and watch, and then it looks like we're great. And when I'm down there, so next month, not tomorrow, next month, I'm going to teach a class. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to teach a class. So they are based, I'm going to say Chesterfield, but it's actually a place called Clay Cross, which is in that Chesterfield area. So if you're able to go, yay! And the class, we're going to be doing, you know our little technique doing the applique where you draw on the back and stitch from the back. I'm going to show you how to do it. And this is what we're going to be making. And it's going to be part of a bigger project. So we'll do like a fancy book cover with an overlappy front. So if you fancy having a go at this, I will be doing it on Highlight on I think it's the 22nd of March. Tomorrow I think it's 10 and 12, although I'm not 100% on that. Yeah. It's kind of, I get down there, and then when I'm down there, then they go, oh yeah, this is what you're doing. So I'm going down after work tonight. I'm going to stay over there. And, oh, Carol with the lovely surname. Hello, Carol. How are we doing? Hello, Sharon. How are we doing? So that's kind of my news, really, is going down to Highlight tomorrow, 2 hours. I'm going to take the, we've got a set of sewing equipment called Let It Sew. I'm going to do that. Elementary, so we'll have the fairies out on the counter. We're going to do that. Then I'm going to do the trip round the aisles with the dragons and the doorstops and stuff like that. And the final one is the steampunk one. So we'll do all that. So if you've previously bought the patterns and you want to know how to do anything, message in and I can address whatever it is for you. Because obviously within the time available, you can only do, you can't do a full project, can you? You've just got to do little touches of this and touches of that. So yeah, so within the time available, I'm going to take down an element of this, an element of that, so that I can show you. But if you've got anything specific dolly making or whatever that you are that you want to know about, just message in tomorrow and we'll try and deal with it. So right, so anyway, none of you are telling me what you're up to. We've got lots of hellos, but nobody's telling me what you're up to. So come on, let's do it. Oh, we are back to our regular Friday live on Friday. I'm going to show you how to do the hole. I've left the thing out. I'm going to show you how to do a hole, which sounds a bit rubbish, doesn't it? Sounds a bit numb, but actually it's a very useful hole. You can use it in all sorts, nice, neat and edge. So I'm going to show you that on Friday. What else would you like to see on Friday? That's the big question. So I'll put some stuff out. I've kind of emptied it off a bit at the minute, but tell me, what would you like to see? What shall I display behind? Is there anything specific that you want to know about? And we can have a look and a do. Yeah. What do you think to these anyway? We haven't had any feedback. Do you like the idea of doing some I nearly said turnips then. Toadstools. Oh, Carol's been sowing seeds in the greenhouse. A different sort of sowing. Yeah. What are you sowing, Carol? I did some sweet peas last back end, but I seem to have lost most of them. So I'm like, do I do some more, or do I just hope they'll thicken out? Hiya, Susan. How are we doing? I understood that, Carol. We're sowing seeds, sowing love, sowing everything. So yeah. So Fiona says, afternoon. They're cute. They are cute, aren't they? So this is going to be a class, Fiona, that we're doing at Highlight Crafts next month. Oh, thank you, Pat. She loves the toadstools, Sue.
No,
And Pen says they're sweet. I wasn't fishing for compliments. Yeah, so down at Highlight Crafts next month. So I think it's the 22nd they're having me in, and we're going to make a book cover, and these are going to be on the front. So Carol's doing onions, leeks and cosmos. Ooh, oh, hi Anne-Marie, how we diddling? India. Oh, fabulous. Didn't disappoint, just like you promised. So, and I'll tell you, Sarah's decluttering and having a quick break while watching us. Right. What did you think to last Friday when I went up to Dundee to meet Madam Margaret? She's lovely. Love the look of the toadstools. They're different. Oh, thank you. I say thank you. Sue made them. She's also Tech. Could you grab the cotton version as well? Let's have a look. We've done them in wool and we've done them in cotton. And are you back to normal now after your travels? Yeah. Planning the next travel. I'm just going to show you this because what she's done is we've got the toadstools I've just showed you here, but then look, in cotton too, so you can do either or. Now, interestingly, there's 3 of us here. Sorry I'm late, been fighting with my fuel supplier. Oh, Wayne. Oh, you need a sewing session. Get over that. So there's 3 of us in the room. One like this, and one was a split decision, and I'm not going to tell you which one of us was which. But yeah, so it's kind of, we're woolly people, so we do things in wool, but you might not be, and that's kind of what we're showing there. So yeah, they're lovely. You've not done a bad job, Sue, here. Yeah, you've not done a bad job. Fiona says, Margaret is a clever lady. Creep, creep. She is. She's a very clever lady. Hiya, Jill. Jill's been upholstering whilst I listen and watch. And Sharon loves the toadstool while she's decluttering the craft room as looking to move shortly. Ooh, I hope you're going to get an upgraded craft room when you move, because that would be a really good reason to move, wouldn't it? So yeah, so it's going to be my first public taught class, because I've been, as you know, been doing the ones on Zoom for a bit now and finding my feet with them. Always something to learn every single time, but the toadstools is going to be my first in the room class. So yeah, so we've got the toadstools. Gonna make them into a book cover, but then there'll be some other bits and bobs that we can like offer if people want to try other things too. So right, anyway, back to Friday. What shall we do on Friday? Gonna do the haul. That's something we're gonna look at. But what else? What would you like to see? So tell me what I should bring to the party on Friday. Tell me now.
About
Yeah.
some gardening things.
Gardening things. Did we do gardening recently? I can't remember. Could do some gardening stuff. What skills and tips and techniques would you like to have a look at, everyone? That's a good place to start, isn't it? Are the comments a bit slow to come through, or are you not sending them? Come on, ladies. So yeah, so I'm floundering a bit now. So right, Friday. Come on, we're gonna have some ideas. I need to know what's going on the shelves behind. I need to know what things you'd like to learn. Whole is the obvious. Oh, what did you think on Sunday? Secret Sewing Club. We've still got quite a few remnants left. So if anybody wants some, I've left them on the Fiona Dance of the Seven Veils. But there's only 3 of us. Sharon is looking to have my own craft room all to myself and all of my fabric, as she only has a little bit if the other half asks me. Pen, I hope I will be back in time for you Friday. Yes, you got a better time on Friday. We're all sending lots of love to you, Pen, for Friday and all the rest of it. Could you do daffodils same method as the toadstools? Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, of course we could. We won't have any daffodils in this method for Friday, but yeah, there's no reason why if you haven't got a pattern for daffodils, you could. I think the only thing that where you'd have like issues, and I'm looking at these for inspiration, is can you see these? This is quite a chunky pattern. So although Sue has put a little hole there between, it's quite chunky. That's the only thing with the daffodils is they're thin and waffy. So you'd have to kind of work out how you were going to do it and manage the thin stems, but it's definitely doable. Thanks, Pen. So, and Tech, do you think you could learn the Dance of the Seven Veils by Friday? We could get Mikey up, couldn't we? Have Mikey doing the whole yeah, we could do that. So nobody's got any other ideas of what you want to do. Come on, ladies. It's a slow one today. It is a slow one. So what else have we got going on here, ladies? What do people not know about? Ooh, well, the Lake District quilt is getting quilted slowly away. I'm plugging away with that. We have been making bags. I'm not showing you any today, but we've been making bags. Toadstools. We're making toadstools. What else have we been up to? Kind of just regrouping, really. Yeah. Regrouping and working out where we're going to go next. Ooh. So, right, do we have anything to show? I don't think we do we? We're kind of just a bit of a slow one. So I came in on the back foot because the phone rang and you know how it goes, kids, all the rest of it. So I had to take the phone call, which meant I wasn't back in here till just after 3. So really on the back foot. Need to get all my demos out, get them in the car. The car's packed apart from that, and I'll be whizzing off down to Chesterfield tonight, staying at Stephanie Waitman's. She is so lovely. She is just great, and I believe she's off to Sandown tomorrow because there's a show on. I don't know about the Sandown show, but I'm presuming it's some kind of card crafting show. So if you're in that area and you want to go and have a look, I'm thinking tomorrow's setup day. I may be wrong, but yeah, be a nice day out if you're in the area. Fiona says, can we have some sunshine too for Friday as she's getting fed up with winter? Well, we did book a bit on Monday, to be fair. It was a lovely day, Monday, wasn't it? Yeah, and then we were all in here doing a class, so didn't get to enjoy it, but we'll try and book a bit for Monday. Have you got anything, Sue, that you'd like to say? We're live on TV, so please do not swear.
I haven't, unfortunately. But
Oh,
I'm
you can
looking
come
for my
round and say.
toadstools.
You can come round and come and say hello to everyone. Have you met Sue? Come and see us, Sue. So get you in thing. So this is Sue,
Hello.
designer, maker of toadstools.
Oh yes. And you have stolen my toadstools, so I need to. Can I take them now?
Is that it? Have you just come to nick your toadstools
I
back?
have,
Oh.
because I've got a whip behind me called Anthea, so I better get on. Right. Have you finished with them, Anne?
I have finished
Yeah.
with them. Yeah. Wynne says the sun's just come out in Durham. Oh,
Hey.
bragging. Actually, to be fair, it looks like there could be sun here through the clouds. Who's seen that thing that on Friday night there's going to be, is it 5 or 7 planets visible? 7 if you've got a telescope, I think. Sarah says something for St David's Day and St Patrick's Day in readiness for March. Oh, you got a hello there. Fiona said hello to you, Sue.
Hello, Fiona.
What could we do for St Patrick's Day and St David's Day? Have we got anything?
I don't know. We've got loads of stuff. We've got our cushions and things.
Tell you what I do have. It's not woolly. What do you think to these daffodils? These are Suffolk puffy daffodils. I'll try and remember how I did them if you want. They're quite sweet, really. They're very, very traditional type of daffodils. I could have a look and see if we can get some of those together if you want. If I put them like that, let me have a look in the. Can you see they're not flat? The light's just catching them. You're right, Wynne. The sun is out. You can get your finger underneath. So we could have a look at the daffodils if you want. Do it that way. So it's not the way that that you were on about for the daffodils. It's another way, because there's always more than one way, isn't there? So yep, we can do that. And we were also thinking of putting another collection together for Mother's Day, like gathering some things together. Fiona says we live on the edge of a wood, so don't get any sun for 6 months. Oh, those daffs look fun. They are fun. Oh, no wonder you want to move. Yeah. So yeah, mind woods are quite nice. Do you get lots of wildlife there? I would imagine squirrels, bunnies, badgers and foxes. Do you get badgers and foxes? They're nice. Yeah, but we're going to look at putting a collection together, aren't we? So something for Mother's Day. So if there's anything that you fancy, a theme that you fancy, have a think and send us a comment. It's almost first day of spring, I think. The sunshine getting here. Yeah. First day of spring is 21st. Do they change it each year? Because I always grew up believing it's the 21st. But then a lot of them now say it's the 20th. And I don't know if that's just because they're too lazy to add the 1 on and 20's easier to say. Have we changed the date? Does it change every year? I'm not sure. There's all these questions. Way too many questions for one lifetime.
It's on the 20th.
20th this year, first day of spring. Does it change then? Does it fluctuate year on year? I'm not sure whether it does or not. So, right, anyway, I'm going to whiz off. It's just a short one on a Wednesday, just to check in. Apart from daffodils, we've drawn a blank today, so I'm going to look at the whole. We'll do the whole. You can tell me what you thought of Margaret's stuff as well. Tell me on Friday. We'll have a proper chat about that. And I'll have to read my instructions on the daffodils because I forgot-ish how I did them. But we'll have a look. Fiona, yep, deer regularly, squirrels raiding the bird feeder, and woodpecker, plus other birdies.
So you can read that.
First day of spring. This date can vary each year by a few days, but in 2025 it will be the 20th of March. Astronomical spring is actually the day of the spring equinox, which is determined by the Earth's tilt as it travels around the sun.
Now we know.
Now we know. I wouldn't have a clue each year how it wobbles about. But yeah, so right, I'm going to sign off this moment, and I'll see you all Friday. Oh, Friday! Oh, Friday. Does 6 or 6:30 suit better? Because we went a bit earlier last week, because I was doing all the travelling and everything. But which works best, 6 or 6:30? Come on, fingers on buzzers. Send in. Which do you? Oh, hi Jane. You know, which do you prefer, 6 or 6:30? And we might go with what you say. So I'm like, if it's 6, then you kind of, it might be too early if you're having tea and washing up, but then it gives you a bit more evening at the other end. If it's 6:30, it's exactly the opposite reasons. You've got time to get your tea out of the way, but then does it take up a bit too much of the evening? Oh, Wynne says 6:30. So veggie and a trug of plique for a cushion. We've got that. We did that 6:30 for Pat as well. What did we call it, Sue? It was a wheelbarrow, not a trug. Oh, well.
I don't know. Not Gardener's World.
Was it an autumn one?
What, the
Oh, hi, Karen.
wheelbarrow?
Yeah. Fall into autumn, perhaps, something like that. Fiona says, nice to see you. Go with the flow. It depends when you need to eat. Yeah. So I think if you go on the website in the autumn
This
Halloween books.
one? That one?
No, not that one. I think it's Fall into Autumn, and there's a small wall hanging mat run or whatever you want to call it, and that's got a wheelbarrow of stuff in, so it's quite nice. 6:30 is better for Pen, as tea's normally around 5:30. Right, 6:30 is looking like a good time. We shall stick at 6:30. So, right, from us just now, I'm going to love you and leave you. We'll see you at 6:30 on Friday. And if you've got any ideas of things that you want me to look at, let me know. Bob me a message. And that's that. So, so for now, love you lots. See you Friday. Oh, no, see you tomorrow on Highlight Crafts.